Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another Storytime video, and in today's video, this story, it's like, it was just overall funny how everything had fell into place because it was something that I was never really expecting. I wasn't expecting it to happen to me. Like, you would hear of these type of things, or you would like see it in a movie, or it seems like it should be like a Walking Dead episode. Like, how did this all like fall into place like this? But no, anyways, how I had started working with the guy that got me into sneakers. Well, he more so taught me like the different names and, you know, different types of like sneakers and shoes. More so Adidas, because that's what we were, you know, into at that point in time. But how I started working with his ex, and it was like, wow, you know, like, cause like, all right, cause it all makes sense on like why I'm telling this story. It's funny and stuff. So, but no, it was wild, cause I was like, I just didn't think like I would get to meet, like, you know, like, all right, I just gotta explain. I gotta like just tell the story and stuff. So anyway, so it actually all started when I was in Louisiana and had purchased these Adidas. I didn't really know too much about the shoes, but I guess that there was a boosted version of the shoe. So anyways, I bring the shoes back home, was wearing them around and stuff. And then I had ended up wearing, because so the guy that got me into sneakers, he worked at both Champs and he worked at GameStops in this mall. So I was in GameStops and I was just looking around at games and stuff. And he had, I think he came out from the back, or he was just walking around. But anyways, he looked at my shoes and he was like, "Are those boosted?" I had no idea what that meant, because this was 2017. This is when I had just started getting into shoes. I think these was like my second or third pair of shoes that I bought on, like, you know, my journey of being a sneakerhead. So I didn't really know too much about them and things. And so I was like, oh, I don't really know. But if they, you know, if they are, then that's cool, like, I guess. So anyways, so no, he's like kind of explaining it to me, like, you know, boosted, all of it, because like that's like the big thing about Adidas shoes. Like, if shoes from Adidas are boosted, then they're gonna be really comfortable. So from that point on, I was like, okay, like, that's what I'm gonna be looking for in the shoes. So at that time, like, every time when I would go into, because he told me that he worked at the Champs store, so anytime when I would like payday looking for some shoes, always would go to Champs, because I knew he was gonna be in there. So anyways, yeah, he's just like telling me all about the different types of Adidas shoes. I remember there was these one Adidas shoes that I was gonna get, but he was all like, "No, those aren't really all that comfortable. I'll probably, like, you know, should stay away from those and things." So then he ended up like telling me about like the NMDs, because there was these like white and brownish NMDs that was coming out some years ago, like, yeah, 2017. So anyways, yeah, he was telling me about that shoe. So from that point on, we became good friends. We were, you know, talking about video games, talking about shoes, you know, back and forth on that stuff. And then at one point in time, he had just disappeared, and I was like, I hadn't seen him in a while. So, and I think I had, like, I made a tweet talking about this, and I just recently did a podcast episode talking about this, and still to this day, I don't know, I can't remember this man's name. And it was like, I seen him on social media, but you know, I didn't even bother adding him. I didn't even know his name. It was just one of those guys where it's like, you know, if you see him out in public, you know you're gonna say what's up and things. So, anyways, but no, so he ended up like leaving, and I guess he had moved. But so it was funny because there was another dude in there that I was like, I wasn't as cool with him as I was like the guy that got me into sneakers. But no, like, me and him, you know, anytime when I did see him, like, we would kind of conversate a little bit and things. So I asked him, I was just like, hey, where's the one dude that I always talk to that's in here? I hadn't seen him in a while. And his first words was like, he ran off with my cousin. And I'm like, oh, I am sorry to hear that. And he's all like, yep, he just quit and he just ran off with my cousin. And I'm like, wow, I'm really sorry to hear that. I guess that would be messed up. He's like, yep, they're out in Oregon. I'm like, dang, man, that's wild and stuff. So I'm like, I'm gonna go over here and look at some shoes, because I don't know if he wanted me to like agree with him, like, oh yeah, who out here just running off with my kid? I'm like, you know, that just, all I just need to know where homie was at, you know? Like, it wasn't that I didn't care about like his, you know, like the guy that worked there. It was like I didn't care about what he was saying, but I was just like, oh man, you know, that was tough. And then, you know, just go about my day and things. But yeah, it was like, it was like, dang, I'm sorry, man. And so, but I'm gonna just go over here and look at some shoes. So from that point on, I was like, I was on my own when it came to shoes. I wasn't even really looking at Adidas anymore. It was at that point in time, I think that's when I had got my first pair of Jordans. I had got some Nike shoes, and then from that point on, just, you know, became my own sneakerhead and stuff. So fast forward, it's like I think it was right before like the pandemic had like started and stuff. So, because no, it was in the beginning of 2020. And so anyways, at my old job, the cafe, so we hired this new girl. And she was chill, you know, she was cool. Me and her, we was like, day one was already like cracking jokes and having fun and stuff. So it's like when you have coworkers like that, it's like I don't see how like the workplace can go wrong. So anyways, she ended up adding me on social media, and I was like, all right, cool, chill. You know, usually when it's me, I usually wait like some time because I'm like, I don't know, this person may like, you know, start acting crazy or being weird and stuff. So I don't really add them at that point in time, like day one. But no, like she added me day one of like, you know, working there. It was either that or it was like that very next day. But I remember she added me. So like when they add me, I gotta just kind of like look and investigate and things. I do that with everybody. I'm like, no, people message me, add me, follow me. I start investigating, especially if I know I'm gonna follow them back. I'm like, or add them back and things. So anyways, I open up her profile. If you know how like Facebook works, like they got those like the photos on the side and stuff. So I open up her profile, and it was like, and then right when I was exiting out, I seen the guy that got me into sneakers posted up with her, and I was like, whoa, time out, wait a second, hold on. So at that point, I had told her, because I know people are gonna probably be all like, wait, so you were like stalking or like going through her profile or whatever? Yes, I was. I literally told her that to her face. I was like, I went through your photos and seen the guy that got me into sneakers and stuff. So, and I can't remember if I remember she had told me something about her ex. I can't remember what exactly it was, but they were exes at that point in time. But so anyways, I was looking through the photos scene, and I was like, that's homie, that's dude that got me into sneakers. I'm like, so no, first thing I did, I was like, I usually greet everybody before I like go into, you know, my cafe and stuff. But no, I was like, I made sure of it. I was like, no, I got to find her and ask her. I'm like, did such and such, I was like, did your ex work at the Champ store and GameStop's, like, maybe a couple years back or something? And she was all like, yeah, he did. And it was at that moment, I was all like, oh, wow, like, that's how everything is just gonna fall into place. Like, because I didn't know who she was. It wasn't like I had seen her, and, like, so it was like, I knew of you, like, 2 years ago before we even had met. Like, that is insane. That is crazy. And so anyways, so no, I had like told her, I was like, yeah, your cousin, he was kind of mad about that and things. And yeah, we were just sitting there laughing about it, and I was like, wow, like that's just because I never would have thought like I would have met the cousin. It was just someone who's like just forgot all about. And then it was funny, like, then the guy that got me into sneakers, he actually had started working, like, down the street from my job. So he was, and he was, like, working around, like clothes. But I think was he working in the sneaker department of that? So I think he was, because it was, like, I felt like, you know, that was just, like, the main thing. He had shoes that was better than mine at times. And so, anyways, I was like, yeah, it only made sense that he worked around shoes, but... No, I just thought that was so weird. I was like, wow, like that is wild. Like, you know, you just get to meet everybody and things. And so, yeah, I was like, I just sitting down thinking about that, and I was like, dang, man, like, I feel like it would be a good story time to just tell people. It's like, just a sneaker story. I'm like, I have many sneaker stories. That's the wild thing about it, from like, you know, trying to get sneakers, other situations, you know, just a bunch of them and things. I think I'll probably post more of them on my sneaker channel, but... No, I just wanted to post this on this channel. I was like, I just thought that was wild. Like, how did everything just fall in? Like, you know, meeting the cousin, and it's like seeing like, oh, I'm like the way, because like, no, the reason why I'm like overall telling this is because like homie made it seem like that it was like such a problem, but it's like then meeting the cousin, I'm like, hey, she's actually chilled. I'm like, I don't see what the issue is, but yeah, I just thought that was wild and stuff. So, but anyways, yeah, that was the story and things. And then yeah, from that point on, it was you know, just laughing about that and stuff. And then just now it's like I'm like, oh, so like that, because like no, that was like what I had said to her once, and like it was confirmed that that was the guy. I was like, oh, so you're the cousin and stuff. So. But no, I just thought that was crazy. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching another story time. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.